With that in mind, let's talk some baseball, Tariq. We've got the baseball playoffs, 16 teams strong this year, 8 in each league going at it beginning this week. I'm hearing, and I don't really like it, that some of this situation might stick, that this expanded playoff thing and the experimentation of baseball for the season, some of the stuff may stick around.
Listen, here's what I do like. I don't like the one game you're in or you're out game. I've always hated that game. I feel it doesn't give them justice, but you play 3 games during the weekend anyway. So I like the 3-game series. I like the 5-game series. I like the 7-game and 7-game series. You're going to get your top pitcher in every single series. That's why you have a number 1. That's why you have a number 2. I don't mind the playoff thing. I do think it's a lot of teams in. I mean, 16 teams. I mean, it's basically the Sweet 16 of college basketball.
Look, I know how you baseball purists are, and you're going to get your panties in a bunch, and everyone's upset. Look, baseball should have done this 20 years ago. Baseball, of all the 4 major sports, is the most regional of them. So the more teams you have involved in smaller markets, the better your numbers are going to be, the more fans are going to keep watching. Look, if the Bills didn't make the playoffs for 20-something years, right? Every Bills fan watched the NFL playoffs all playoffs long. Can you say that about fans of the Cincinnati Reds, fans of the Milwaukee Brewers, right? Smaller markets like that. The more teams you have involved in the playoffs in a regional sport, the more money you're going to make, the more young kids you're going to have watching important games, the better it is for your league. So, yes, they should keep this. They should have done it 10, 15, 20 years ago.
At its core, though, I just feel like baseball, you know, if you were to put the best and the worst teams together, the worst team is going to beat the best team in baseball 3 times out of 10. At its core, and with the change of the starting pitching and everything else, baseball's just not conducive to have a whole bunch of teams in a short series playoff situation that's going to reach, I don't think, a satisfactory conclusion. You're going to wind up with a whole bunch of, like, the 2nd seed through the 5th seeds winning the World Series every year, and the best teams are going to continually get screwed.
You're describing the NHL playoffs, which are arguably the most exciting playoffs, again, of the 4 major sports. Look, you look at the NBA. When you walk into the NBA playoffs, majority of the time, you know who is going to end up in the NBA finals together, right? Like this year, because of the insanity, it's a little bit different, and you still could have Celtics, Lakers playing each other. I would love to see crazy upsets and insane things happen in Major League Baseball, because that's going to lead the sports news the next day. It's going to matter, and it's going to get more eyes on your sport.
I love the idea of just seeing teams play in a 3-game series or a 5-game series. Listen, one thing that I can say about baseball is you want to give an opportunity for a team that's going to be hot to stay hot. And you also want to give an opportunity for a team that's a number 1 seed to prove they belong and deserve to be a number 1 seed. So if you got to play an extra couple of games here and there, it's worth it. So why not just do that? You're going to see all your superstars. You're going to be able to have an opportunity to see them play. There's plenty of dead games in between NFL games that you can get in. You will get more eyeballs of your stars if you play more games.
I've really become a traditionalist. I always like to think that in terms of baseball, and I'm somewhat a progressive, I don't see this working well for baseball. But you got 2 guys whose opinions I respect that are on the other side.
And cut the regular season down, Bill. I hate to say this too. Cut the regular season down. That's too many games. Cut them down to, if you can, 145, 140, something like that, if you're going to go to this expanded series.
Also, everyone gets a free ice cream sundae. If I go to the game, I want a free ice cream sundae. I get that when I walk through, too.
And double header, double scoop of ice cream, Duffy.
Oh, I'm getting double scoops anyway, man. I can't just have 1 scoop of ice cream.